Mr. Albert Dwumfour, to give us a welcome address, the president of the Ghana Journalists Association. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our president.
I wish the production team gets us a podium. The production team, if they are here. Your Royal Majesty, Dwumfour Osei Tutu II, Santejene and patron of the 29 GJA Awards, Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and a proud member of the Ghana Journalists Association. The Right Honorable Speaker or representative of the Right Honorable Speaker here this afternoon, Your Lordship, Justice Paul Bafuboni, Acting Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu, Minister of State in charge of Government Communication, the Regional Minister, my very good brother, directors and presidential staffers present, ministers of state present, Mr. Alice Dade Group, Chief Executive Officer, KGL Group of Companies, Nananom, members of Parliament present, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chairperson of the National Media Commission, heads of media institutions and partners, members of the GJA National Executive and National Council, members of the Inky Fraternity, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my greatest pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the National Executive to the 29th GJA Media Awards here at Menchia Palace in Kumasi. And I hasten to note that this is the first time, as far as I can remember, that the annual GJA Media Awards, the flagship event of the GJA, is taking place in a regional capital other than Accra. And there could not have been a better town than Kumasi, the Ashanti regional capital, to organize the event. And also taking place at the Royal Seat of Menchia, the hub of Ghana's culture and tradition makes it more memorable. I humbly welcome you all. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, I stated before and address this august audience totally humbled by the presence of revered and distinguished personalities such as the Asantehene and patron of the 29th GJA Media Awards, the President of the Republic, the Speaker of Parliament who's represented here, and the Acting Chief Justice. At the risk of being branded naive and Gen Z, I wish to submit with pride that I don't remember the leaders of the three arms of government attending an event organized by the leading umbrella body of the fourth estate of the realm at the same time. This is the first time. This is indeed unprecedented and I am grateful to our distinguished statesman for doing us this great honor. I wish to particularly applaud President John Mahama, a venerable member, a proud member of the GJA, for taking keen interest in the affairs of the association. Mr. President, we are indeed grateful. Your Majesty, I also don't remember the Asanteman or Asantehene ever hosting the GJA Media Awards, thereby adding culture and tradition, passing to the flagship event of the GJA, a favor we will forever cherish. I want to thank you, Nana, for your kind support, and I also wish to thank the Nananum of Asanteman for your generous support in organizing this historic event. Nananum, Nana, we are grateful. Your Majesty, another thing I don't remember is the annual GJA Media Awards being organized in the regions. This is the first time we are organizing the event outside Accra. As I indicated earlier, the national and Greater Accra Regional Capital. And we could not have settled on a better place than Kumasi. I thank the National Executive, the Ashanti Regional Executive, and the 29th GJA Media Awards Planning Committee for making this possible. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, the unfolding of history and the overthrow of our joy today have been made largely possible by the kind sponsorship of no other person than Mr. Alex Dade, the Group Chief Executive Officer of KGL Group of Companies. The decision to move the awards from Accra to Kumasi presented a huge financial burden, but for the support of Mr. Dade and his company, we could not have practically delivered this big dream. I must note that for the past 4 years and not today, Mr. Dade and his company have been of tremendous support to the GJA and its activities. We cannot thank them enough for their vulnerable support. We are also grateful to the government for the continued support. We equally want to thank our supporting sponsors, and I mean Ghana Gas, Tobinco Group of Companies, SNIT, Ashanti Green Initiative, Special Eyes, NHIS, NCA, Copy Ghana, RNAK, Holdings, Ashfoam, Turkish Airlines, Ministry of National Security, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, Passion Air, DVLA, Ghana Police Service, Stanbic, and InnoLink. GJA Media Awards. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, the annual GJA Media Awards is organized by the National Executive to fulfill the association's objective of rewarding journalistic excellence and promoting high professional standards. This year, 29 journalists will be honored with winning awards in the various categories, while 7 media houses will also be recognized for program and institutional awards. I am happy to inform you that the Turkish Embassy and the Turkish Airline, who is heavily represented here this afternoon, have agreed to sponsor a trip to Turkey for the top 3 award winners. Namely, the PAV Ansar Journalist of the Year, the Best Female Journalist of the Year, and this time around, the Student Journalist of the Year. We want to thank the Turkish Embassy and Turkish Airline for their generous support, and we wish all award winners the best of luck for the 3 topmost prizes. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, the 29th GJA Media Awards is on the theme, Safeguarding Ghana's Future, the role of the media in promoting peace, security, and the fight against galamsey. The careful choice of this theme was informed by the cardinal role of the media, the cardinal role the media plays in national development, particularly in protecting the interests of the nation. In discharging this mandate, the GJA believes there are three critical issues currently confronting the nation that the media must help to address. These are the promotion of peace, the provision of security for the people, and clamping down on illegal small-scale mining, popularly called galamsey. We focus on these three critical areas. We believe the media would make the necessary impact to safeguard the future of Ghana. Promoting of peace. Your Excellency and Your Majesty, peace is an essential commodity that cannot be sold or bought cheaply. Ghana's future is about development, but development can exist in the absence of peace. We commend our very own President, Mahama, for his timely intervention in nominating Your Majesty, the Asantini, to lead mediation efforts in the Boko conflict, a move that has helped to ensure relative calm and stability as we speak. We believe this model can be extended to other conflict-prone areas so that communities across Ghana may also enjoy the peace needed for development to thrive. The GJA therefore urges continued government support for such traditional-led peace efforts as they strengthen unity and deepen national cohesion. Promotion of security. Your Majesty, security is very important to national stability and development. We are concerned that national security agencies entrusted with protecting citizens sometimes undermine that goal through excesses that violate human rights. I take it again, Your Majesty. Security is very important to national stability and development. We are concerned that national security agencies entrusted with protecting citizens sometimes undermine that goal through excesses that violate human rights. While we encourage citizens to be law-abiding, we will continue to denounce such abuses. We must also acknowledge the improvement in relations between the Ghana Police Service and the media. And I, on behalf of the National Executives and the Fourth Estate of the Realm, we commend the Inspector General of Police, Dr. Christian Tetenyaunu, for maintaining a cordial rapport. With journalists since our last engagement. We believe, Mr. IGP, this renewed trust will ensure that journalists feel safer working with the police, even in sensitive security environment, and we trust in you. Before I proceed, I ask that we observe a minute silence, respectfully, Your Majesty and His Excellency, for our departed journalists and those who have been injured in the line of duty. And we also express solidarity with our colleagues who recently suffered injuries in an accident while fleeing from a brutal attack by galamsey operators. May we respectfully understand it as we observe that minute of silence. May their courage remind us of the pride often paid in service to truth and the nation. Thank you. May we be seated. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Majesty. The fight against galamsey. Your Majesty, one big enemy we must conquer to safeguard Ghana's future is galamsey. It is now not just an environmental problem, but a full-blown national security threat, with perpetrators becoming bolder, more daring, and increasingly violent. Today, while we rejoice, we are equally sad because some of our colleagues couldn't join us here because they are on admission at the hospital fighting for their lives. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, they were among a group of journalists in the Ashanti region who accompanied officials of the Environmental Protection Authority, EPA, on a Galamsey assignment, and they were involved in an accident. They were supporting the fight against this never-ending problem of Galamsey. We wish them speedy recovery and wish them well. The National Executive of the GJA will take the necessary steps to facilitate their treatment. We appeal to individuals and corporate institutions to lend support in various forms, including insurance packages for victims of such hazards on the job. Recently, during a briefing, I listened to the EPA boss recount how Galamsey operators, aided by armed men in uniforms, branded as CID, attacked enforcement teams with heavy weapons. Your Excellency, Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, the GJA strongly condemns the cowardly attack on the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, NIMO's boss or head. This outrageous act is not only a direct assault on the hardworking officers leading the fight against the destructive menace of illegal mining in Galamsey, but also a grave affront to the authority of the state and the rule of law. It is an attack on Ghana's collective resolve to protect its environment, preserve its natural heritage, and secure the future of generations yet unborn. The GJA demands that the Ghana Police Service brief the nation on the progress of investigations and leave no stone unturned in identifying, arresting, and prosecuting all those responsible. And we demand that briefing in the coming week, Mr. IGP. Anything short of swift and firm justice will embolden lawlessness and erode public confidence in the state's ability to protect those who serve the national interest. The time to act decisively and to send a clear message that impunity will not be tolerated is now. The time to act is now. The happenings are chilling narratives, and they reveal how these Galamsey criminals are becoming bolder, more brutal, and better organized, operating like gangs of terrorists. This is deeply alarming. We must wake up as a nation before it is too late. Your Majesty, we once again want to commend Mr. President for his engagement with civil society organizations on the Galamsey menace. This is commendable, but more must be done, Mr. President. The time has come for a bold, symbolic step, one that communicates to Ghanaians and to the world that this government is fully committed to winning the war against Galamsey. Mr. President, permit me to suggest, with the greatest respect, that you consider issuing a policy statement which I have named it a Menchia Declaration, to mark a renewed and irreversible national resolve to defeat Galamsey once and for all. Such a declaration, made here at the palace of our patron, Dwumfour II, would carry both moral and political weight and reassure the nation that your government's eyes remain firmly on the ball. We also urge that more resources be committed to this fight. The latest Auditor General's report shows significant funds that could be recovered from financial mismanagement. These surcharged monies can and must be channeled into anti-Galamsey operations to strengthen the Environmental Protection Agency, equip security task forces, especially the NIMOs, and support journalists reporting from the front lines. We call upon the President to sanction a joint operations between the NIMOs and the media led by the GJA. Your Majesty, we also commend your unwavering and courageous stance against Galamsey. You have spoken boldly, acted firmly, and defended Asanteman's land with honor. Respectfully, we urge you, Your Majesty, to continue using your revered influence to protect Asanteman and to insist on being consulted before mining leases are granted within your jurisdiction. Such oversight will ensure that mining in Ashanti-Man is both responsible and sustainable. And with you in the name of affair, I know you can stop mining, if not in Ghana, but in Ashanti region. The GJA assures both the President and the Ashanti that we stand ready to support any drastic and lawful measures necessary to eradicate galamsey from our country once and for all. We also want to appeal to the number 4 gentlemen of the land, the acting Chief Justice and the number 3, the Speaker of Parliament, to use their constitutional roles to strengthen the legal framework through firm judgment and progressive legislation, so that the punishment of environmental crimes truly serves as deterrent. Your Lordship, the Acting Chief Justice, we want to suggest a special court for galamsey. We know recently there was a meeting with the President and the Auditor General on corruption. We want the same meeting to be held. So special court can be created for galamsey. So galamsey cases can be heard daily, on daily basis, so that perpetrators will face the full rigors of the law. In conclusion, Your Majesty, Your Excellency, I wish to urge my colleagues never to be afraid in our service to country and God. Even in the face of attacks, we should forge ahead to save our country from death. Our mission is to rescue the perishing and care for the dying, and attacks will not deter us from carrying that cross. I have always led the charge. We have dedicated our life for what? For the cause of this nation. To our award winners, I say congratulations for your remarkable achievement. May this recognition inspire you to continue striving for accuracy, fairness, and professionalism in your noble calling. For those who did not win, it is not because you are not good. It is only because this is not your time. Keep the faith, your time will come. As we celebrate excellence tonight, let us recommit ourselves to truth, fairness, and national interest. Let us remember that the pen is not just a tool, but a torchlight for justice. And in our hands lies the power to safeguard Ghana's peace, democracy, and environment for generations yet unborn. On this note, Your Majesty, Your Excellency, I wish to thank you all for your kind attention. God bless you, God bless the Ghana Journalists Association, and God bless our beloved Ghana. Thank you.